Hello guys and girls, welcome to my second video on this channel. I actually made the second video yesterday already, but I was in such a good mood, I just wanted to improve it today. So you see my notes, it's way more notes than yesterday. It just came out of my, I don't know, it just came out of me, you know. I don't know how to say it actually. Yesterday I had like big doubts that everything is going to work out, and I was stuck in my head all the time, you know. And I actually needed to go for a walk to calm down, and I didn't need to do that for a very long time. And I was also thinking maybe it's like because I stopped smoking and stuff. But anyways, I went for a walk and I asked for a sign for the first time in my life, you know. I really asked for a sign. Please, God, or whatever you want to call it, please give me a sign, give me something, give me a hint, you know, that I'm on the right track now. Even though I knew before I was actually on the right track, but I had so much doubt in that moment. I just needed a sign. And what happened is I am in that one Facebook group and in this workshop that I'm doing right now to become a coach someday, a conscious coach. And I received so much love. I received so much support. And today I was checking my YouTube channel. I just started yesterday. I posted my first video, and I don't know if this is good or not, but I have, I think I have 8 clicks and 4 comments, and I also have 2 subscribers. And yeah, those comments are so nice. Like, I don't know, this cannot be by coincidence, right? It's someone wrote, "You're wise beyond your years. You are a true leader for younger generations. Also, I very much enjoy your accent. Looking forward to more videos." And she subscribed. That warms my heart. Like, it's so nice. It's so nice. And yesterday I was actually thinking about, I am way too young to coach people. And I got into a conversation with someone on the Facebook group, and she really helped me, you know, and I tried to help her, and you know, she was also thinking about maybe I'm not going to be a coach, but then she coached me and gave me back like my faith that I had before. Yeah, it's crazy. It's like those crazy coincidences. I would not say coincidence. I would say synchronicities that happen. And you know, I was atheistic 1 year ago, and now I'm just like I'm getting signs everywhere. It's really crazy. And I received so much love. I made a meditation about love this morning, and as I walked out, someone asked me at the counter, "Do you have a girlfriend?" At the counter in the store, "Do you have a girlfriend?" And I said no. And he said, "Yeah, such a handsome guy and no girlfriend and stuff." And yeah, I was feeling so good all the time today. I don't know, it's like almost I'm high all the time. I'm so happy from deep inside, you know. And that's why I'm also redoing the video from yesterday, because I think I can really improve it, you know. So now focus up. I want to talk about addictions that I too had, and how I overcame those addictions, even though I overcame some addictions just recently. I stopped smoking weed 3 or 4 days ago on Monday, actually on Sunday. So those addictions that I want to talk about are porn addiction, drug or weed addiction, and the phone that also kills your attention for the present moment, you know. And in the end of the day, the meaning of life is the present moment, you know. How can you enjoy life if you are not living in the present moment? And you are not living in the present moment if you watch porn all the time, if you are on your phone all the time, if you are on drugs all the time. You are just not aware of what is happening around you, and you can actually not enjoy. You think you are enjoying it, but you cannot even imagine if you are in this situation I was like 8 months ago. um, you cannot even imagine how nice life actually can be, you know, and that should be your motivation, because if you stop doing that stuff, your life will get so much better. You cannot even imagine it. And not in terms of what you receive, but how you feel about life, how you feel from inside about yourself. It's so much shame about those addictions. Like, if you really pay attention after you jerk your meat off, you feel ashamed. Your confidence is destroyed for like 3 or 4 days. You feel a little down. And as I realized that, as I became aware with meditation and stuff, I could stop that, you know. I became aware of what happened to me. And I'm honest. I'm honest now. I'm still having trouble talking to girls and stuff because of that, I think. Because you can just watch like such beautiful women having sex, and you don't even need to talk to someone. You know, you don't need to have the courage to. It's just like you reward yourself without doing anything. That's what addictions are, and those addictions are like temporary pleasures. You get on your phone, you check your phone, you play a game, you watch porn, and it's just like 5 minutes of pleasure, and then you feel bad. And then you need the next thing, you know. And if you don't have anything like that in your life, if you can just enjoy the moment, how the moment is, I'm just shooting a video. It's nothing special. I'm sitting in my chair and I just feel great. So yeah, if you stop and try to break that vicious circle that you're in, because you're creating a vicious circle. If you're like in your head, I can explain that with like when I got out of military in April or March. I got out of military in March, and funny enough, I wanted to become a sniper, but I dropped out of military 1 week before we got the sniper rifle. So I'm actually thinking about, it's actually a sign to not finish it and to do something else, actually, because it's actually just a sign. Crazy. Just realized that. So it's like, dropped out of military. I was so in my head at that time because I was not meditating for 6 weeks. And this injury happened. I could not feel my whole arm, and everything was shit. My whole structure was destroyed. And it was the first time in my life, you know, besides when I went to school, I got out of school and I had like no structure. And then I got to military, there was a structure for the first time, like in my life as a non-student. And that structure got taken away from me, or like I just got injured and said like it's like a setback, you know. And I needed to, what I actually, yeah, I don't know how to explain it, I'm sorry, but I dropped out of there. And I was in my head because I was not meditating. And then my thoughts were like, I was just always complaining about life in my head. Why does life happen to me? Why does this stuff happen to me all the time? Why is my structure now destroyed? Why? I was just not aware of the situation and what I could do, like what action I could take. Like I could start stretch or something, but I was just complaining that I could not lift weights. But I was not lifting weights at all. I was just complaining about shit, you know? So yeah, first step was to commit to something, at least something. It can be such a simple thing. If you're in a vicious circle like I was in a deep hole there, and it's like you don't get out if you don't take action. And I made one commitment. It can be such a simple commitment like drinking a glass of water in the morning. It can be as simple as that, promise. For me, it was committing to cold showers every morning. And I started with like having a warm shower, and then like turn it a little bit cold for like 10 seconds and then get out of the shower. And then I started to try to improve, you know, because that improvement thing was like in military, I that became a thing in my head to improve myself. And then I was just like every morning I would play a song, and I would go until the first verse ended, and then I would go until the second verse ended with the cold showers. I would go almost every time a little bit colder, until now I just step under the shower, under the cold shower, wash myself and get off, and it's just like a normal thing, you know. I'm doing that for now almost 6 months, and I would pretty much say it was the start. It was not the thing that changed my life, but it was the thing that got the stone rolling, you know. It's like a thing that we say in German. I don't know if it's a thing you say in English, but anyways. So I started taking those cold showers, and it got like, as I took action, I started to improve, and then I started to meditate again every fucking morning. I started to do like some workout in the morning, and I chose to do it in the morning because I was so undisciplined. I just said, if I don't do it in the morning, I won't do it at all, you know. So I committed to myself to have this morning routine, and I got that morning routine up until now. And I will keep having it, you know. I will push that through, like, as long as I think it's like good for me, you know. And now I'm just waking up, having a meditation. I finally learned how to sit while meditating, because my back is very bad. It's like it hurts all the time, and now I just started, and it starts to get better actually, and my hips too, because I was always like cramping in my hips when I was sitting in this meditation position. So yeah, started meditating and started to work out, and as I did that, I became like aware of like those addictions that I actually had. Through taking action, you're like in a vicious circle, and through taking action you become aware of what actually destroys your life in this moment actually, or what the things are that make you feel bad. And yeah, so I realized after jerking off that I had a very, like, a fall of my confidence. It's like it dropped hard, and every time I used to jerk off, I just hated myself after it. I was ashamed, and yeah, also with smoking weed, you know, and smoking cigarettes, and then I had this one moment where I stopped smoking cigarettes. It was in April, and you know, as I said, the cold shower was the start, and then just my life became better by taking action after action, by just doing. Just trust the fucking process, man. It's like it's so easy. It's crazy. It's crazy easy. So yeah, I was walking to training. I play soccer. I started to play soccer in September, and I love it. Yeah. I love the team, great guys there, really. So yeah, anyways, I was walking to practice. I just got a new pack of cigarettes, and I smoked one, and I hated it. I really hated it, and I realized I actually did not hate the cigarette. I hated myself for smoking the cigarette, you know. That was like mind-blowing to me at that moment. And I started to talk to myself, why do I actually smoke cigarettes still? Yeah, and it was just the addiction. It was just the fucking addiction. I hated it. I hated the taste. I hated the smell. I hated every single thing of it. I was not like, I could not run that long because of it, you know. I don't know how you call it, but my condition was like bad at that time because of smoking, and also smoking weed. And then I just stopped. I gave the packet away, the pack of cigarettes. I just gave it away, because if you want to overcome an addiction, you need to take action immediately. You cannot say, I'm gonna stop tomorrow, or I'm gonna stop next week. You have to do it right now. The moment is perfect all the time. It's simple as that. Just get that in your head, and I think that will. If you get that in your head and you start to believe it, that's actually how reality works. Your thoughts are like, if you think about something a lot, it starts to become a conviction, and that conviction can become a belief. So that's how you actually shift your identity at the end. But I'm not gonna talk about that in this video. I just want to start, you know, I just want to start with the small things. And as I upload more videos, we'll get like more into more interesting, yeah, I'm so looking forward to that, in like more interesting stuff that I think, how reality works. And yeah, I'm just gonna share it in other videos. So where was I? Stop smoking cigarettes, right? And as I stopped smoking cigarettes, I was becoming proud of myself, you know. I made that identity shift. Within that second, I just gave it away. I was proud of it, and that proudness, I think, destroyed destroyed the need of this the need of cigarettes. The proudness was bigger than the need of smoking a cigarette, and that's how I overcame this addiction. And I started to smoke weed even more, by the way. Yeah, so that happened. And then there was a thing, I stopped jerking off, or just stopped jerking off like every day, because there was like, after 2 or 3 weeks, I just was so horny and I did not speak to a girl. It was like shame again, and then I jerked off again, and then I felt bad and said, yeah, this was the last time now. So yeah, in August, or I think in August, I finally was able to stop. And funny enough, that's where I met a girl. I don't even know her name anymore. But I'm gonna find her, because she was something special. I've never talked to a more beautiful girl in my life than at this evening. It is crazy. It's really crazy. Yeah, but that's not the topic of now. So yeah. Yeah, so I stopped jerking off, and I got rewarded by taking this action, you know. I stopped jerking off. I made a commitment within myself, and as soon as I made that commitment to really stop now, that's where I just got next after 3 or 4 days, I got rewarded by having the courage of inside me. Not anything else from outside rewarded me, but I rewarded myself by finally having overcome this shame of I'm still jerking off. Then I had like the courage, because I committed to myself to never jerk off again, you know. And through that commitment, this courage, this courage to talk to girls like grew. So 4 days after that, I talked to a girl, and immediately it was like a magical evening. So yeah. And that's how I really think I'm starting to get convicted that this is how reality works. That you can change your outer reality through your inner beliefs and convictions. Reality is what you think of it. Reality is how you wait, sorry, that's very unprofessional, but reality is what you perceive, you know. Reality is what you perceive about reality. And that's actually the whole point. Yeah, I think, oh no, there's one more. There is one point that I am not really proud of, because I always had a big issue about being honest, also with my family and with some of my friends. And that honesty, if you are not honest, you feel like every time you are not honest, it's just like, I don't know how to explain it, but you feel so bad. You feel like, yeah, I don't know. It's just like you have to start being honest to other people, and that starts with being able to be honest to yourself. And to be honest to yourself, you need to be able to be aware of the moment. So that's also a thing that changed. And now, funny enough, I can really recognize if someone is not honest to me. I can feel the vibe, you know, because I know how it is if I talk to someone that is honest with me. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah. Anyways, in the end, everything really comes together, and it's all about being aware. And as you are aware, you start to hate yourself while doing certain stuff. And you become aware of that feeling and you change it, and then that's where you are at the point where you just only want to do things that you really love. And yeah, that's what I am actually doing right now. I'm actually studying biology right now, and I have a side hustle that I really like doing burgers at the company in a car. We drive with the car and then we drop 40 burgers, and then we go home again. It's a very nice job as a side hustle, and I have everything that I need, and still I feel torn. No, I feel like that I need to do this, and I feel confirmed to do it because I have so much energy now. I have so much energy, and I feel so good about it. And that's actually, that you have to bring yourself, you have to be aware, bring yourself into alignment with what you want, bring your mind into alignment with your soul, and take action, and that's where the magic starts to happen. That's where the magic starts to happen. So, yeah, starting with self-honesty and awareness. And I think I have said everything for this video. Yeah, in comparison to yesterday, I can finish the video without a weird break, a weird silence thing. So yeah, I'm so grateful for everyone, and love to everyone, and I'll see you tomorrow.